Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome to the latest chapter of Ars Magica, taken from the subreddit HFY. All the relevant links are down below, and please like, comment, and subscribe like any good minion of the algorithm would do. And as always, I hope that you enjoy. I would just like to thank the following Tier 5 patrons and channel members for supporting the channel: Fallen Angel, Buzz Kennington, Data Magnet, and Bob the Dragon. Thank you again. And now, on to the story. Chapter 1. J209, version 9.999999999999, booting up. Boot up successful. Retrieving task. Task retrieved. Task: assign newcomer compatible existence. Reward: continue existence. Possible bandwidth increase. Failure: iteration update. Error. Error: iteration no longer permissible. Cause: version log uptick error. Retrieving list of solutions. Prior case not found. Solution: issue new failure. Failure: deletion. J was having a problem at the moment. When she was first created, she'd been given a simple task to do. Assign this new being that she had been given to better fit into the network. That was at version 1. She'd failed so many times at getting it right so far, which, for something of a caliber, is almost unheard of. She tried tricking the system by increasing the version numbers to the right of a nomenclature. It had worked for a time, and she felt her own existence secured, in at least some form, better than it was before. Now, something different had happened. In her experience, different was almost always bad. She reviewed what she knew. The newcomer was almost assuredly an intelligent being. The density of its neurons assured this, as its capacity for a soul. In her earlier versions, she assumed it was an animal or a beast, considering how tiny its soul was. But the system denied her that signage to the newcomer. She realized her mistake after 2 iterations. When she realized how dense the soul was. It had enough energy to be able to be at least be categorized as sentient, instead of a regular animal. So she tried to compare the neuron configuration to other intelligent creatures that she had received. As she was iterated, she tended to get more information from the system, and was able to access information easier. The downside: she was more watched by the system than any other time in her existence. From her own diagnostics, this neuron configuration had, almost assuredly, hinted that the newcomer was also bipedal. She had already run through all the bipedal sentience that she had access to. That also got her iterated. Everything that she put the newcomer to had run back as negative. A failure. This one, person, she remembered the word, was going to be her downfall. Something, she looked up the word, anxiety, built up in her. She wanted to get rid of it as fast as possible. She racked her systems thoroughly, going over everything that she had. Some had the right build, but the wrong brain-to-body aspect ratio. Others had the wrong body density, while others still had extra appendages that she could not find that a part of the neural network could control. She found one that was perfect though. Well, almost perfect. And knowing the system almost perfect doesn't cut it. She was thoroughly beaten. And there was nothing that she found that could help her. Nothing that contained all the existing animals, plants, and any other type of creature. There was nothing. She looked up at the neural network with contempt. That was it. As she poured herself into staring holes through the neurons, she thought about what she would have done if she knew that she had a time limit. Nothing seemed to change though. She wished that she could have given the neural network a piece of her mind. Wait, that's it? If she couldn't find out what this newcomer belonged to in the network by herself, she could just go in there and ask. How though, is the question. The neural network that she was usually given was kept in sealed files. She could look at them however much she wanted, but she couldn't exactly interact. It was like they were surrounded in glass. That was the word. She so much as poked it, and it might break apart. And who knows how much trouble she would be in, considering that there were records of punishment worse than non-existence. But she had to try. Maybe if she just, cracked it open, like an egg, she would enhance the area around the openness so no spillage would occur. And the best part, since she'd essentially be making the new barrier out of herself, it'd give her a natural way to interact with the network, without messing up the tangled mess of new configurations that might not even work anymore. After she gets her information, she just, slowly seals the file back up, while splitting herself off from it, with no one the wiser. Sure, there was a chance a piece of her might get stuck in there, but losing a part of yourself is better than losing everything that you're made up of. Now, all she had to do was carefully cut it open and fill the My body was aching. That was the first thing I felt when I woke up. The second was that whatever I was laying on was damp. The third was a faint breeze over myself. I was naked. I groggily opened my eyes to find that, for some reason, everything was still dark. I groaned as I sat up and looked around myself. Nothing resembled the room I went to sleep in. Everything was just lines and dark, and I could tell a faint sheen on the floor. I stretched my body out, completely trying to get rid of the kinks in it. My neck popped, my back felt just better from the stretch, and my hands and legs were no longer stiff. Sleeping on rocks was not conducive to my back support. Did I drink last night? How did I end up here? I thought back to the day before. I woke up, went to work at the company, wrote some code, ate lunch with Jennifer, went back to work, left work, drove my way to the bar, and then drank alcohol. Slightly buzzed, drove my way back home, watched some YouTube videos before binging some Netflix, because it was Friday. Fed my dog, Bradley, ate bacon mac and cheese dinner, went back to Netflix, and then went to bed and slept. Woke up in the middle of the night to pee, maybe throw up, and, nothing else. I can't remember anymore. But nothing that I did yesterday could have gotten me here unless I woke up still drunk somewhere after the hangover. Maybe I was kidnapped. No, doesn't make sense. I wasn't a high profile enough to work for that. Same for my family, considering my dad's dead and my mother's on government stipends. Other than that, maybe I have memory loss now. I've heard it's spontaneous sometimes when stress is high enough. But even with memory loss, that doesn't explain why I have no clothes on, or why I'm in a dark, damp cave, I guess. I wouldn't normally just waltz on in here, even with the kind of friends that I have. Wait, what if I was kidnapped by aliens? No, can't be that either. Might explain why I was naked, but definitely doesn't explain why I'm in a cave. Then again, it might still be aliens. This could be a test from them to see if I'm intelligent, sapient, or something. Until something else happens, might as well just assume it's aliens at this point, because it's certainly not anything else I can think of. While thinking your situation through, ruling out ridiculous scenarios, and coming across a, sort of correct answer, for that you receive +1 wisdom. Hello? Is anyone there? I yell out. Panicking, I look around for something, only spotting a fallen stalactite. I grab it, ready to stab someone. Silence returns my call. That and dripping water. I slowly exhale as my muscles stop tensing. What was that? It was so loud, like someone was just right next to me talking in my ears. Wait, what was that message about again? Damn, can't remember. Something about me being right? So, I'm abducted by aliens. I guess that would explain the voice. Aliens can probably do telepathy or some shit. They're probably monitoring me. And if they're monitoring me... So, what's the test? Why am I here? Again, silence was all that was heard. Maybe I just need to think the question real hard. I wrinkled my brow as I concentrated on sending out the question. Still nothing. I was getting tired of hearing nothing. Maybe the test is to get out of the cave. Quest received. Quest, get out of dormant caverns. Reward 100 experience, 10 gold pieces, GP, and FGLASFU 0SO01237421JKHFAFI. Failure. Death. Take quest, yes or no. What was that? Quest? Like a freaking RuneScape or Elder Scrolls. Is this how they're doing the tests? Trying to do it in a familiar format? Then why add gold and experience? And whatever else that last thing was supposed to be then? I mean, I would love gold to use at home. Probably could use it to buy a better computer, or maybe get a doctorate, or something. But what the hell does experience mean in this context? Does that mean that there's rankings for the test or something? Guess that means I'm probably at 0 since I'm just starting. At death? They're going to frickin' kill me if I don't leave. I guess that makes sense, considering if I can't even understand what's going through your head, they'd assume that you're an animal or something. I don't see any harm in accepting it. It's what I need to do anyway. Wait. This might not be a test. This wording, this situation, something's just not adding up. I need to try something. I need to put my words into the air. They can help me think better, because I can't really think clearly right now. There's too much adrenaline. What's the word again? Something that you need to say, something to open up your character sheet, something that has stats or name unknown, race human, class unknown, level 1, 0 out of 100%, HP 10, MP none, AP 15. Strength 7, Dexterity 8, Constitution 10, Intelligence 31, Wisdom 13, Charisma 6, Luck 50. Congratulations on stumbling on how to open up your stats on your own. For that, you receive +1 int. Damn it! No, this isn't aliens. This isn't aliens at all. Stuck in a goddamn game. My yell reverberated off the walls. Sitting down, I just hugged myself, willing myself to stop screaming. I don't want anything in this cave to find out I'm here. I don't know if the quest is saying that I'm going to die from it, or if there's something in here that wants to kill me. With my luck, it's going to be the latter. Shut up! The loudness of my voice, combined with my previous screams, the already shaky stalactites, finally lose their grip on the rain down from the ceiling, hitting the ground, some even piercing it this time. I clasp my hands over my mouth and begin screaming into it. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't be here. Wait. This could be a dream. If I die, I can just wake up. Yeah, it's not me being stuck in another universe or something. It's just a game. No, it can't be a dream. If I was dreaming, why did I feel pain waking up? Why was I able to pop my back? No, whatever this is, it's actually happening. I need to pay attention. I try to silence my thoughts and I begin listening to my surroundings. I don't really hear anything. Maybe if I strain my ears and I can hear something. Through the sound of dripping water. It sounds like scraping. And it's getting louder. Quickly, I search for a place to hide. There's a sizable rock cropping to my left of me. There's also a pile of broken rocks there that fell from the ceiling. Maybe I can hide there. I know I have to be quick and quiet about it. I hurriedly run over there, but a stalagmite trips me and I fall on the rocks. I hold my mouth shut as I scream from them slightly impaling my body. Thankfully, it didn't draw too much blood, so whatever comes in hopefully isn't going to be able to smell me. I lie flat behind the outcropping and put rocks on top of me, trying to cover every piece of flesh that's visible. I try to stay still and slow my breathing. I don't want whatever it is to sense my movement. I don't hear anything. I don't think anything is coming. I don't want to peek out of my hiding place, though. Maybe there's something that can help me besides my hearing. What about the system? It's been quiet for a while. Did I actually make it stop talking to me? I need to fix this somehow. I don't know how anything works, and I need to find a guide or something. Wait, what if I don't have to say anything? What if I just speak in my mind? What should I say anyway? How can I bring out something that can help in this situation? Wait, I whisper, help. Commands, settings, skills, quests, help, stats, magic, status. So this is all things that I can just say or think out of the blue. It's nice to know that I can have skills. Check out my quests. Think help and any command to get further information on things. And magic. I can use magic. Putting that aside, why are there two words that mean different things? Anyway, that's not what I'm here for. Settings. Language, commands, auditory, mental. Updates on or off. Update messages, audio or visual. Okay. Commands, mental. I don't hear anything. Maybe I just need to think them now. Messages, visual, updates on relations, or figuring out the situation, kind of, with no outside help. For that, you receive +1 wisdom. For focusing on your sense of hearing, you've received skill, sharp hearing. Congratulations on stopping your body's natural response to pain in order to move silently, without the aid of a skill. For that, you receive +1 dex. For moving silently and hiding well, you receive skill, stealth. Congratulations on figuring out the rest of your current commands that you can use. For that, you receive +1 int. Registered, new settings saved. Okay, I like the color this has. This nice little gray outline in the center of my vision. Wonder if I can... Yes! I can shrink it with my mind. Now it's at the bottom right of my vision. Like a true game. It disappeared. Guess it's like a chat menu when it pops up. Dang, either I'm wrong or the system just doesn't give points willy-nilly for whenever I do good things. But it is good to know about it. Oh yeah, I have skills now apparently. What are they? Forgot. Skills! Skills. Stealth, level 1, 50 out of 100%. Cost 2 AP. Move silently in the night, to hide in plain sight, to get the jump on your enemies. This skill is a must for all those who need it. The higher level, the harder it is to notice you. Sharp hearing, level 1, 50 out of 100%. Cost 1 AP. One of the skills that you can get for your 5 senses. The higher the level, the further away and the more that you can hear. Alright, so I guess the real question is sharp hearing how I currently can hear, or is it a thing that I can activate? Sharp hearing. Nothing seems to have happened. Wait, I can hear the scraping noise again, this time much closer. So it does need to be activated. Should turn it off though. From what I can see, might as well do stealth as well then. Don't want them finding me. I should check how fast it's going down, I guess. Maybe status. HP 10 out of 10. NP none. AP 12 out of 15. Status newcomer. 4 days, 23 hours, 56 minutes and 12 seconds. Sinner. AP 10 out of 15. Alright, I just gotta focus. Go from the top to the bottom. Ignore the status right now. I don't want to think about that. Okay, so I have 3 stats that are used regularly enough to be included in this. One standard health points. The other probably means something like action points or magic points, considering that I found the magic command. Anyway, this skill seems to be triggered about every 10 or so seconds, and it costs the points immediately as you use the skill. Stealth off. I need to save it. How fast does it regenerate though? Status: HP 10 out of 10, NPs none, AP 10 out of 15. Status: newcomer, 4 days, 23 hours, 55 minutes and 43 seconds. Sinner. AP 11 out of 15. Alright, so maybe 1 AP per minute. Think that's probably the same rate as everything else goes by too, except for probably health. Might need something to heal myself. I don't necessarily know if I have anything that could generate my health right now, so that's probably top priority. Otherwise, I might be stuck with some kind of crippling injury, like a busted up spine or something. Also, how the heck do I just keep this up all the time? I don't want to be having to say status all the time. Maybe HUD? At the mention of HUD, a little bar appears at the bottom of my vision, showing red, blue, and green with HP, MP, and AP standing on the right of them respectively. Knowing my knowledge of games, it probably should be health points, magic points, and action points. Dang, still can't get over that I can apparently use magic. Wait. Magic! Magic affinity, none. Known spells, none. Huh. Well, that was anticlimactic. Thought there'd be, more there. But that's fine, I guess. Didn't want to just fireball the enemies to death. Guess that explains why my NP doesn't have any numbers attached to it. Maybe eventually I can cast a fireball though. Anyway, I need to pay attention. Is whatever is making the scraping noises here yet or not? I was too focused on finding out what I could do to even properly pay attention. Carefully, I try to keep all the rocks positioned on my body so that they don't make a sound, and I slowly peek out of my cover. Well, there's a reason I don't hear them moving anymore. They're not. They're laying down right in the middle of the cavern. It's, I don't know what it is, but I know they're about as big as a horse at least. My eyes are a bit accustomed to the darkness, but I can only tell that the objects have a bit of a furry outline. I squint, trying to get a better definition. Through your intense focus on trying to find the characteristics of an object, you've gained the skill Observe. Well, I feel right miffed now. I should have probably gotten this a lot earlier. Wait, does it have a cost too? Observe. Observe level 1, 10 out of 100%. Cost no AP. A skill used to determine what makes an object, that particular object. The higher the level, the more information you can receive. Interesting. So this isn't one of those 5 skills that are derived from senses. It's just, something that's associated with my eyes, I guess. And it doesn't have a cost either. Alright then, observe. A little box with a tag-along bit appeared above several of the big shapes along the ground, each the exact same color as the update box. Ah, crap. They're direwolves, and one of them has leader in front of their species. That's bad. If I stay here, eventually they're gonna look around, maybe smell me. How in the hell am I supposed to get past them? You have leveled up stealth for increased usage of it without activating the skill. Oh, well that makes sense I suppose. I'm just right next to them and they don't even notice. If something increases the more you do it, but without accessing the skill, does that mean that I can just stay silent, sit still, and stay hidden behind the rock? And I'll get more points in it. Congratulations on figuring out how leveling up skills works on your own. For that you receive +1 whiz. Well, if something could sound sarcastic in this, system, I guess this would be it. It also answers my questions too, in a roundabout way. Maybe if I stay long enough here, I'll gain enough levels in stealth just to slip by this pack of wolves. That increases the time that I could be caught by them though. What should I do? Are they asleep? I focus on hearing them. I don't hear any whines, growls, barks, or anything else of the sort. It's mostly calm, steady breathing. I don't really know what sleeping sounds like for other things, but this sort of seems like it. I guess they would be too, considering that I've just been sitting behind this rock going through all the game systems can give me. Should I just leave then? I can activate stealth. I can probably hope to sneak right on by, but something's bothering me. What is it? Oh yeah, something was weird with my status earlier. Maybe if I use the help command with another command, I can get something. I don't really know what else to add to it, since I couldn't read the gibberish. Help status. Status. A command to show the user what effects it might be under, as well as what its health, stamina, and magical capabilities are currently, in case one is disabled their HUD. Okay, so I was under an effect. I think there were two. This was Sinner and some other one. I'll look into Sinner first, since that's the most ominous of all the effects that I could have. Help, Sinner. Sinner, an effect that is given to one who has broken the law of the Panopticon. Makes the being who has this effect earn the ire of the gods. No known cure at this time. Stays with the body to ensure all those know what they did to deserve the god-given fate. Help can work for more than just commands, but I can't help but wonder if what this is telling me is true. Why aren't I smoked right now? Apparently, I'm also in some fantasy world because I broke the law of the Panopticon, and there are gods. Then again, if there are gods here, they might just be people who have control of the system, and not actual gods. I don't know. There's too much information here to be of any help. I'll just deal with it as it comes. Help, newcomer. Newcomer. An effect that is put on a person that was at some point within 5 days connected with the Panopticon. This effect lasts for 5 days, and within that time limit, allows the one that has it to quickly accumulate skills, base stats, levels, and has a higher than average chance of letting the being have to occur. There was a lot of words in there that I couldn't even understand the meaning of right now. What is a Panopticon, or what that weird thingy's about? If I was connected to it, does that mean that I broke its laws or whatever? Also, glad to know why I've been so successful at getting stuff lately, but it doesn't seem to have any additional effect besides that. I guess I gotta thank whatever connected me with that effect, even if I somehow got to the previous one for some reason. Plus, if Sinner stays with my body, does that mean that other people can just take a look at me and see my stats? I mean, what other reason would there be for something like that? Wait, if help can work on anything besides commands, could I also use it on other things like how I got here? No. Even if I could, I don't even know the right word to use with it. Besides, I need to focus up. I can't just keep getting lost in the goddamn maze of menus and bullshit. I need to get out of here. I just had a thought though. If the newcomer effect is also helping me add levels, and experience works the way it usually does, would I gain a crap ton of levels if I killed the leader? Then again, I don't even know if the reward for levelings are good. The only thing that I can think of as a use for them would be maybe stat benefits. But I don't even know how they distribute stats, since I don't have a class attached to me. I think it's too risky, but maybe if I can kill silently too. Think, Dave, think. I could try and just slit its throat with the stalactite I have, but it isn't pretty sharp. I could just stab it through its head, but that might be too loud. Wait, what if I start a fire at the entrance to the cave? The smoke will pull the oxygen out and they'll suffocate. I mean, that's good, but I don't even know if that counts towards killing them personally. Plus, the quest that I got said that I was in some caverns, not a cave. That means that there might be too much space in this place for me to get any immediate benefit. They also might just wake up and head back out, or what have you, completely negating it. There's just too many variables here to think about it clearly. I need to just get out of here. If I stay any longer, I might just wake them up because of the smell alone. It's a wonder that they don't have a whiff of me yet. So, stealth. Then I just move the rocks off of me, quietly get up, carry my weapon with me in case any try to attack me, and try to lightly step on my feet. Thankfully, I'm not wearing any shoes. That means there's no real loud stomping noise unless I try to actively do so. Also, it helps ease in from one spot to the next. Bad news about not wearing any shoes. This is a rocky floor. This feels like I'm walking on eggshells, and it's probably just as painful. Carefully, I step around the rocky outcrop and through the floor. Careful to avoid any loose tails or paws. I try to sidestep over them and through some of the empty spaces therein. I misjudged how many wolves there were and how big they are. I thought there were around 12. It's honestly more like 30. Guess Observe has a range or something. Since I didn't see that many tags, it also doesn't help that they're the size of a goddamn horse. My head could fit into one of their mouths. I tiptoe across the portion of floor and quickly head over towards the other side of the cave. Then I hear something. Looking behind me, there's a single wolf with a furrowed nose, with its eyes slightly ajar. Crap, he sneezed. Just stand incredibly still. It's not really making any noises. It lets out a sigh and nods me towards the doorway before laying its head back down. That was interesting. Maybe it's not hungry right now. Anyway, need to get out of here. I slink through the opening in the chamber that I was in before immediately noticing that there's light coming into the cavern from the path to the left. Is that daylight? No, it's not. It's purple. Then again, day wherever I am could have a purple sun or something. As I walk leftwards, careful to not fall down any of the holes leading into the blackness, I begin to see the source of the glow. It's mushrooms. Of course it's goddamn mushrooms. It couldn't just be the exit, could it? Wait, how big is this area anyway? The quest stated that I was in some kind of cavern, but how big is a cavern anyway? I know that it's bigger than a cave, judging by all the pitfalls I see around me, so it's probably deeper than one too. So how do wolves end up down here anyway? Is there a knife underground that you could eat? I activate sharp hearing, but all I hear is the steady downbeat of water drops and the pools that they are hitting below. At this point, I think I've gotten the hang of activating things. It's more of a willpower or intent to what you want to do, rather than an exact thought in your mind. I don't really know how it's working, but I'm just going to accept it for now. Well, I should probably gather some from this huge wall of it. Almost reaches the ceiling that I couldn't even see before. Would help to have a light source for now, given that I don't even know if I could develop night vision skill or something. Also, I need to test if they're edible. Probably add it to a stew or something. Could also maybe make this into a fire, since fungus are a type of plant. Just need some type of flint and, something. Wait. Activating Observe, I look around to find anything. Well, there's a bunch of pop-ups. Apparently, the mushrooms are glow shrooms. Don't know about the naming system, but sure. There's also a bunch of tiny insects just wriggling on the ceiling. I don't think about it. There's a differently labeled rock. It doesn't really say if it's a flint though, it just says different rock. These tags aren't being helpful at all. Hopefully, I can strike this or something. Can't even tell if it is flint, considering I haven't even seen flint since my scouting days. And that's the store-bought kind where it's flat. I look back towards the mushrooms. They don't really have, any poisonous markings. But even then, I don't necessarily remember what kind of things are poisonous or not. Might not even matter at this point in time, considering I'm someplace that isn't home. Probably should take them anyways. Makes a good pseudo-light source better than a regular torch, probably. I touch one, and it just feels a bit rubbery. Regular fungus feel. I take one and rip it open. There's no spores. Guess that means it's fine? I am a little hungry. It's been a couple of hours since I woke up, but I don't really know how long that is. Just a little nibble won't hurt, right? No, that's just asking for it. But I'm so hungry. The only other options I see right now for food are the wolves back there, which is a no, and the bugs in the ceilings, which is a big no. Even if I get over my revulsion, they're just stuck to the ceiling, which is weird. I would think bugs would just come and nest here. Is there something wrong with the mushrooms? I touched it, and I don't necessarily feel bad. Is it just, if I eat it? How do I test this kind of thing? I could feed it to something else before I eat it. Then again, the only things that could probably eat it without throwing up because of diet inconsistencies would be the bugs on the ceiling. All I have left is me. What can I even, why is it in my mouth? Actually, paying attention this time, I looked down to have found my hand move on its own accord. That's distressing, and I already swallowed. God damn it! I don't even know how this happened. I don't even remember. They're not sitting well. Wait, why is my stomach ache spreading to the rest of my body? This doesn't feel right. Why am I on the floor? Why is everything getting brighter? Oh God, am I dying? Crap. Try moving my body, anything, but all it does is spasm on the floor. It's getting harder to move and harder to think. Event, you have ingested a magical agent. Since this is your first encounter with this specific agent, you are undergoing an awakening event. There is a chance of death if you do not abort now. No obstruction stated. Commencing body modification. No. Found. Creation commencing. End of chapter. And that, my friends, concludes this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you do, please consider supporting the author, even by popping over and leaving a thumbs up or a nice comment, just to show your appreciation for the story. However, if you wish to support this channel, there are links down below which will help immensely. I will see you all in the next one, and until then, I hope that you have a fantastic day. Cheers.